Ah, haha. 8 best snub-nose revolvers for concealed carry self-defense. Looking for a handgun you can count on and actually hide away. While those polymer-framed, striker-fired pistols are all the rage these days, don't go forgetting about the old-school snub-nose revolver. These small framed wheel guns bring simplicity and power to the table, and you never have to fuss with a magazine. A good snubby is ready to go whenever you are. In this roundup, we're counting down 8 of the best snub-nose revolvers you can get hands on today, judged by how reliable they are and how easy they are to shoot. Smith & Wesson Model 637 Airweight Performance Center. First up, we've got a slightly dressed up classic, the Smith & Wesson Model 637 Airweight from the Performance Center. Now, why is it kicking off the list? Well, that lightweight sure is a plus for concealed carry, but the standard model's trigger isn't anything to write home about. The Performance Center version fixes that, giving you a smoother, lighter trigger pull. Still, for about the same money, you'll find other choices on this list that give you a bit more bang for your buck. You're looking at spending somewhere around $800 to $900 for this upgraded version. The 637 is chambered in .38, Special Plus P, and holds 5 rounds. Its aluminum alloy frame keeps the weight down to about 17 ounces, so it's no trouble to carry all day long. Thanks to the tweaks from the Performance Center, this old favorite is worth a second look. Charter Arms Bulldog 44 Special. If you care more about raw stopping power than having a bunch of rounds, the Charter Arms Bulldog 44 Special ought to catch your eye. This no-nonsense revolver was built for one thing, delivering a big punch in a small, easy-to-carry package. Now, the 44 Special isn't famous for shooting flat, but when it comes to close-range defense, it's hard to argue with the results. You'll find it priced around $500 to $600. The Bulldog holds 5 rounds of 44 Special and tips the scales at about 21 ounces. Sure, the fit and finish might not be as polished as some of the other revolvers out there, but the Bulldog makes a strong case with its mix of affordability and hard-hitting firepower. If you're comfortable with the 44 Special cartridge, this little wheel gun is worth a serious look. Ruger LCR Lightweight Compact Revolver in .357 Magnum. Ruger really shook things up when they brought out the LCR, and it's still holding its own today. What makes the LCR stand out is its forward-thinking, design a polymer grip frame paired with a stainless steel cylinder frame. The end result? A revolver that's both lightweight and tough as nails. You can expect to pay somewhere between $700 and $900 for one of these. The LCR in .357 Magnum holds 5 rounds and weighs in at about 17 ounces. Folks love the LCRs. Trigger it's smooth as butter and makes accurate shooting a whole lot easier. If you're after a modern spin on the classic snub-nose revolver, the Ruger LCR is a mighty fine pick. Taurus 856 Defender T.O. The Taurus 856 Defender T.O. is a snub-nose that's packed with features and gives you a whole lot of value for your money. What sets it apart? The T.O. stands for Optics Ready. It might sound a little out there to put a red dot sight on a snubby, but it sure can help your accuracy, especially if your eyesight isn't what it used to be. You'll usually find this one on the street for somewhere between $400 and $500. The 856 Defender holds 6 rounds of .38, Special Plus P, so you get a little more firepower than some of the other options. It weighs in at about 23 ounces. With its optic-ready setup and budget-friendly price, the Taurus 856 Defender T.O. is a smart pick for folks wanting to bring their snub-nose carry gun into the modern age. Kimber K6s DASA. Kimber, best known for turning out high-end 1911 pistols, really turned some heads when they rolled out the K6s revolver. What makes the K6s stand out is its unbelievably smooth double-action trigger and that solid, all-stainless steel build. This thing just feels robust and well put together. The only downside is, for its size, it's a bit on the heavy side. You can expect to pay around $900 to $1,100 for one of these. The K6s gives you 6 rounds of .357 Magnum, so you're getting a little more capacity than a lot of snubbies out there. It tips the scales at about 23 ounces. If you care about top-notch construction and a trigger that's a real pleasure to shoot, the Kimber K6s is worth every penny. Colt Cobra. The Colt Cobra marks the comeback of a real classic. After being out of production for years, Colt brought the Cobra back and gave it a few modern upgrades. One of the highlights is the linear leaf mainspring, which folks call the double L2. It gives you a trigger pull that's smooth and steady all the way through. Usually, you'll find the price running between $800 and $1,000. The Cobra holds 6 rounds of .38, Special Plus P, built from stainless steel. It weighs in at about 25 ounces. Revolver fans have been happy to see the Cobra make its return, and with its mix of old school looks and new features, it's a mighty tempting option. Smith & Wesson model 340M NP. If you're all about keeping the weight down, the Smith & Wesson model 340M NP is tough to top. Built with a scandium alloy frame, this revolver is unbelievably light, making it perfect for carrying all day long. Just a heads up, it's got some serious kick when you're shooting those .357 Magnum rounds. You'll see prices running from about $1,000 to $1,200. The 340M NP holds 5 rounds of .357 Magnum and comes in at just a hair over 13 ounces. The M&P label means you get a matte black finish and tritium night sights. Bottom line, this revolver was made for concealed carry, and it really shines in that department. Smith & Wesson Model 360J. Taking the top spot is the Smith & Wesson Model 360J. This little revolver is chambered in .38, Special Plus P, holds 5 rounds, and weighs in at about 13.5 ounces. If you don't want to wrangle with the recoil of a .357 Magnum, the 360J is a solid pick. It gives you more manageable recoil while still being easy to hide away and carry. You'll see the 360J selling for anywhere from $600 to $800, depending on where you shop. With its lightweight build, you can tote it around all day without a second thought. At the end of the day, the best snub-nose revolver for you is going to come down to what you need and what you like. Think about things like caliber, weight, trigger pull, and any special features before making your pick. No matter which way you go, any of the wheel guns on this list will serve you well as a reliable and effective choice for concealed carry.